A new launchpad is exploding onto the scene, and it's not just making waves, it's creating a freaking tsunami. It's outperforming VCs, it's attracting top tier projects, and one of the most recent launches, it actually broke the base chain with the amount of traffic it brought in. And the very best thing is, we're only just getting started, and early users are making 10, 20, 30, 40, 50x on their investments. This is your front row ticket to the Virtual's Genesis Launchpad, where heroes are made. So what are you waiting for, Anon? Lock in now or cry later. Alright guys, today we're going to be doing a full walkthrough video of the Virtual's Genesis Launchpad. Now, if you're a regular viewer of my channel, of course you already know about the Virtual Genesis Launchpad, and I'm sure you've aped in and made some sweet gains. So congratulations if you are.
A little bit we did.
But if you're new, maybe you're part of the Kaito program, in which case you might have just seen the news today that Virtual's Protocol just announced a partnership with Kaito, in which case we're going to have thousands, maybe tens of thousands, maybe even 100,000 of new yappers joining the ecosystem. So if that's you, plug in and let's learn more about the Virtual Genesis Launchpad. Now, before we get started, if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We do daily content on all things DEFAI, DeFi, and AI agents, guys, on this channel. So do hit the bell notification and let's get started, guys. Okay, so look, as you can see here, this is the homepage of the Genesis Launchpad. You'll be spending a lot of time staring at the screen, guys, analyzing launches and seeing where you can make those sweet 30 to 50 exits. Okay, so look, as you can see here, there's a bunch of different AI agent projects that hit you straight away. And firstly, what I would suggest is that you actually look at the projects right in front of you. So you have Zodiac AI, Jarvis, GPT Wars AI. These are all live now for people to actually put in their virtuals, to put in their Virgen Points, and actually try to get some allocation and obviously make some money. But before we start looking into all of these, the first thing I would do is head up here to the right hand side. As you can see here, you can insert your wallet. I would actually recommend you guys to put your base wallet in here, okay? Because the Solana days are not, they're dead really now for virtuals. Only really the kind of old agents for AI agents were using Solana. So connect your base wallet, head over to view profile, and make sure you connect your X account, because you can only get Virgin Points by yapping if you connect your X account, in which case you can do that here. Go to edit profile, head over here, just connect your social links, and voila, you are done. Once that's all done, make sure that's been connected properly, head back over to the homepage, and now let's start looking at projects. Before we get into the projects, you can see here that actually all of the projects you can actually raise 112,000 virtual. Now, of course, that 112,000 virtual will change as the price of the virtual change goes up and down. But at the moment, it's $228,000 US per raise. Now, that is a obviously very cheap, fully diluted valuation in order to actually invest in projects. VCs, regular VCs, regularly invest in rounds that are millions and millions and millions of dollars, but you Anon, are able to get in at $228,000 market cap, essentially. Now, what does fully diluted valuation mean? If you're new to investing, fully diluted valuation means that if all of the tokens from a certain project were unlocked and was on the market, then all of the tokens added together would equal this $228,000 mark, in which case, yes, the price is very cheap. All right, guys, if you are feeling giga bullish on virtuals, then you can actually go head over to BitUnix, because BitUnix have listed virtuals on their platform, and BitUnix actually has no KYC at all, guys. It's available in all countries. So wherever you are, you can sign up and trade with BitUnix. It actually offers advanced trading tools, a bit like TradingView Pro, but of course, completely free to use, guys. So as you can see here, virtuals is currently sat at just over $2 at the moment, guys, and it's actually available to long and short on virtuals. Now, be careful, guys, because futures trading is dangerous. Only put in what you can afford to lose. But if you are an expert trader and you know what you're doing, then why not? You can go long if you're feeling giga bullish, or you can go short, obviously, if you're feeling giga bearish, guys. If you do hit the referral link below, you will be supporting me, my content, and of course the channel. So what more are you waiting for? Head over to BitUnix, go trade your virtuals, and let's get back to the video. All right, guys, so as you can see here, we have all of the projects on the Genesis Launchpad. Now, at the top here, you have all live, upcoming, and ended. Now, of course, that's pretty self-explanatory. If you want to see the ones that are upcoming, you come on upcoming. The ones that are ended, you hit ended. The ones that are live, you hit live. For new AI agent launches that are live, they are only live for 24 hours, guys. As you can see here, GPT Wars AI have just started their subscription, and within 30 minutes, they've already got 25% subscribed. It looks like they will probably get to the subscription amount in order to actually launch their AI agent. Now, as you can see here, guys, this has a green lock here, and this says do your own research. Now, this is an important thing to note, okay, because basically it tells you if the team have locked their tokens. Now, for the likes of Jarvis or Zodiac, they're not sure, or they're not actually locking their tokens from launch. Whereas with GPT Wars here, with the green padlock, the first token unlock is in 31 days. Now, if you invest in that project, you're then able to claim a diamond hand bonus. However, if you do not invest in a project that has the lock symbol here, then you will not get your diamond hand bonus. And we will talk about that later, exactly what that means. So let's head over to GPT Wars AI. So when you click through into a project that is actually launching here, you can see the total virtual committed. You can see all the different wallet addresses. You can see the points that have been pledged, and you can see the pledged amount. Now, it's important to note that the maximum amount that you can pledge is 566 virtual. That is the maximum amount, no matter how many points you actually pledge. Now, what are Virgin Points? Well, firstly, you earn Virgin Points in order to get allocation for the Virtual Genesis Launchpad. If you do not have enough points, you probably will not get an allocation, or you'll get a very small allocation. If you have lots of points, you'll be able to commit the full 566 virtual. Now, if you commit the full 566 virtual with a low amount of points, then probably you will be accepted a small amount of virtual, in which case your virtual and your points will be refunded to you as soon as that final calculation has been made. As you can see here on the right hand side, we have pledge points. So if I want to pledge 1,000 points, that's absolutely fine. That actually gives you here a suggested virtual to commit. Now that suggested virtual to commit is based on the current total virtual committed. Now obviously this is just an estimate at a certain point of time. If this ends up being 5,000% over in terms of commitment, then it's going to actually probably suggest that I commit less virtual because I'm going to get less of an allocation. But in this sense, you can still either take what they suggest, or if you want to go for it, you can even put 566. However, your virtual will be committed during that period until it is refunded once the project goes live. So let's move down here a little bit further down here, so you can see. So every project here has this why this agent is bullish bio here. So it'll just tell you about the project. It has links to the X and the website. It tells you about the framework that they're building on. And down here, it has more details about the team. So the team itself, you can see their Twitter accounts, you can see their profiles, which you're able to click onto. It also has the project details here, which has a little bit more detail about exactly what this project is all about. And then it also has tokenomics. Now, tokenomics is more advanced for general viewer, but if you are a little bit more advanced, then you can see here very clearly in terms of the schedule, the vesting schedule, how much will be unlocked on TGE, how much will be vested, over how much time, how much does the team get. These are all questions. Everyone has different ways to evaluate tokenomics, but in general here, guys, we want to see the biggest amount of tokens locked on day one. So for GPT AI here, actually they have 31 days of locked tokens, which is good to see. So as you can see here, the marketing is a 30% 1 month cliff, 100% 2 month cliff, 100% 1 month cliff, 1 month cliff. Okay, guys. So what that actually means is a cliff means that the 30 days nobody can touch those portions of tokens. Now, once those 30 days are over, on the following day, those tokens will be available. Now, let's head over to the point scoring system. So if we head over to points, you can see here on the right hand side, it has your actual points here. So it'll have your Virgin Points coming up on the left hand side, and then it will also have the global points distribution. So this global points distribution will show the total amount of points, Virgin Points, that have been actually distributed that day. As you can see here, there's a few different types of distribution. I mean, every single day is the daily distribution that you'll be expecting. Every single day, your points will be provided to you based on this chart here. So as you can see here, there are trencher points, virtual points, Vader stakers, and diamond hand bonus. Okay, so what does this mean? Well, trencher points is for buying and selling and trading, basically prototype, sentient, and Genesis agents. The more volume that you trade, the more points that you will get. Now, this is very key to the virtuals ecosystem because projects actually now make 70% trading fees in order to fund their runway as a project. So for you, actually driving volume into trading these agents is actually filling the coffers of the projects in the virtuals ecosystem, which is of course very important to the virtuals protocol network. The virtual points is actually the easiest way to claim points, and that's simply for holding your virtual in a wallet. Now, Vader stakers has actually 5% of the total global distribution. Now, Vader is a very, very well respected and almost affiliated project to the virtuals ecosystem, and Vader had a very successful launchpad prior to this, in which the virtuals protocol ended up working with Vader to come up with the Genesis Launchpad concept, hence why Vader is treated specially here. Now, it's very important to note that for Vader, it's not just holding Vader in your wallet. You do need to head over to the Vader website and actually stake your Vader in order to earn the points for staking Vader. And finally, the diamond hand bonus. Okay, the diamond hand bonus is there to prevent people from selling their initial allocation as soon as it's launched. Now, if you sell your allocation as soon as it's launched, you will go to jail.
Jail.
Yes, that's right. You'll go to Jeet jail, and that is around 9 or 10 days in jail in which you will no longer be accumulating points. Now, why is that so bad? Well, that is bad because you need points, obviously, to get into the latest and greatest AI agent offering here on the Genesis Launchpad. Having said that, you are still able to yap your way to points, even when you're in jail. On the right hand side here, you can see the diamond hand bonus. Now you can see I've already claimed my diamond hand bonus today. Now, how do I get the diamond hand bonus? Well, basically I committed my virtual and my points into a Genesis launch, and it launched and I didn't sell. Now these accumulate over time. The longer you hold, the more diamond hand points you get. Pretty self-explanatory. However, you do need to come and claim every 24 hours your diamond hand bonus. If you do not, you will lose it. Talking about losing points, on the left hand side here, as you can see, I have 806 points expiring on the 23rd of May, and basically there is a 14-day system in which you must use your points within the 14 days. If you do not use your points within 14 days, your Virgin Points that is, they will expire. So you should use them, you should allocate. Even if you can allocate a small amount of points to a launch and you are given 2 or 3 virtual allocation, that can still be very valuable because you can start claiming the diamond hand points, which will allow you to maximize your points for a later AI agent offering. Now, as you can see here, we have a view points history. Here is more information about your specific point history. So as you can see here, I've pledged on some projects previously, and here is the hallowed yapping points. Now, yapping points actually is one of the best, if not the best way to claim as many Virgin Points as you possibly can. Now, yapping actually has a maximum of 100,000 points. Okay, so the maximum you can make from any yap, doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter if you've got 100 million followers, 100,000 points is the maximum that you can earn. If you have a small account, you can still earn good points because the virtuals team do tend to look at other metrics apart from reach. Now, reach and engagement is obviously important, but so is the creativity and the innovation and the ideas behind your post. For example, there's also been other guys on X that have come up with new concepts or has found ways that people are gaming the system, and they have also been allocated points over that period. Heading further down the page, guys, here is a very clear way of showing you how you can earn your points. Now, we've spoken about yapping points. Now, as of today, we have had the last 3 weeks, we have had to yap, and then we submit the yap through a type form. Now, I'll put the type form in the link of this video. As of now, the type form is still valid. It is very, very important that you have actually put together and inserted your X account into your virtual Genesis Launchpad profile in order for this to count. You then head over to the type form, which I'll put in the link below, and then you just very, very clearly add in the link and submit it. Having said that, since the Kaito announcement has come through, that may be changing into an automated approach, in which case, virtuals and Kaito can automatically see who has yapped. That is TBC and hasn't been confirmed yet, and if that does change, then we will inform you guys. Okay,
We will wait.
how else do you earn points? Well, you join Genesis launches. Surprisingly, that actually helps you earn points by Genesis agents. So something that the teams have been actually experiencing and the users here is that actually if you put into a launch and invest your virtual and then actually buy again, let's say it's just dipped, or let's say you feel so bullish you want to add more, that actually has a very positive effect on your points. You can also trade virtual agents, and this is where the Trencher points come in. Now, you can find which agents to trade just by heading back over here to the Virtuals Protocol website. Of course, you can see all of the agents here that have just launched over the previous 3 or 4 weeks. You can also get points for trading sentient and prototype agents, which you can actually see on here as well. These are older agents. Obviously, these are more on Solana because basically Virtuals was on the Solana ecosystem before they moved to Base. Now, heading back over to the Genesis points scoring system, you can also see here the very, very basic way to earn points is just by hodling virtuals or hodling around 11 or so ecosystem projects. However, if you just hodl projects, it's not going to give you the points that you need. So it's important to have a multi-pronged strategy. If you have a multi-pronged strategy, that will enable you to actually gain more and more points from very many different ways. Okay. Now you can also stake Vader. Once again, Vader has done a fantastic job so far in terms of as an ecosystem player. Vader's a fantastic project. Like I said, they helped Virtual's Genesis Launchpad come up with this concept. Now, if you buy Vader, that's great. But you have to go over to the Vader website and actually stake the Vader to receive the points. As you can see here, there's also staking recognized agents, and there is hodling agent tokens. So if we go to the list of agents here, you can see all of the different agents that you can actually stake in order to get points. So you can see here Vader AI, Acolyte, Trust Me Bros, Kosher Capital, Xavi, Seraph. You can see here. Now, you can stake these, but it's important. You're not just buying them and putting them in your wallet. You have to stake them. Okay. So let's say we head over here to Trust Me Bros. Okay. So this is the basically the homepage of any project that is already launched post TGE on Virtual's Genesis. Now, as you can see here, it has a chart that you'll be familiar with. It has price, market cap, obviously all the different levels and all the different tools to use for trading. And again, it has this swap feature here on the right-hand side. Now, something that they've just added very recently is the mind share. As you can see here, the impressions, the engagement, the smart followers, which is an interesting one, and also top tweets from the different ecosystem players. Now, this is powered by Cookie.fun. Cookie.fun is also a fantastic platform for you to use to find out new AI agents and DEFAI, DeFi projects, guys. So I highly recommend you do check out Cookie.fun. And look, guys, as you can see here, if you quickly want to buy this token, you can do so very simply using Virtuals and have that in your wallet. Now, in order to stake those projects, you will have to head over to the website of the project itself and do so. So you can do that, of course, just by clicking on the Twitter account here and finding the website of the project itself. Okay, guys, if you've made it this far into the review, congratulations, you're going to make it. And now is what you've all been waiting for. It's my 4 main tips to maximize your Virgin Points allocation. Okay, first one, Diamond Hand bonus. Probably the most important metric for gaining more of those sweet Virgin Points is the Diamond Hand bonus. Remember to allocate Virgin Points into all Genesis launches that look like they're going to be oversubscribed and hit the required 112,000 virtual raise. Why, I hear you ask? Because you will earn the sweet Diamond Hand bonus as long as you do not sell your bags. Also, buying the dip on launches that have just launched can also actually very much accelerate your Diamond Hand bonus. So not only allocating your Virgin Points and buying an allocation before the token launches, but also after the token has launches, after the inevitable dip, buy some more, and buy some more.
How much exactly?
Look, as you can see here, guys, on the screen right now, we can see here on the ended tab on the Virtual Genesis Launchpad, Bernie, Whim, Nyoko, and Basis OS. Those 4 projects have their tokens locked for now for at least the next 14 days or so, meaning buying the token will actually, even though the project's already been launched, will add to your Diamond Hand bonus. Yes, that's right, guys. You don't just earn Diamond Hand bonusing for the launch, you can also earn it as well for buying the locked token projects post-launch too. Okay? 2. The Kosher Capital Trading Agent. Yes, that's right, guys. I'm sure you all have things to do every single day. Perhaps you're going outside, touching some grass, working in McDonald's, giving your dog a walk, whatever it might be. Nobody has time to sit there all day just trading. At least I don't. But I still want a volume and I still want to maximize my Virgin Points. So what do? Well, Kosher Capital has something for you. On Kosher Capital, you can actually set your own AI trading agent to trade specific AI agent coins. If you head over to the Kosher Capital Twitter account, it will give you some suggested coins that you can actually set your automated AI trading bot to actually trade for you every 2 hours across the day in order to get up that sweet volume, in order to earn those Trenchor points. Now remember, Trenchor points is around 52% currently of the daily Virgin Points that are actually available. Now, it should be said that you should only really do this strategy if you have some size available. Now, you can also obviously set your AI trading agent to be conservative and to defend its profits, which I would highly recommend. If you obviously set your AI trading agent to be a total degen with prompts, remember, you could lose all your money, and this is not financial advice. This is totally up to you. This is a game of risk, and you are responsible for your own risk. Having said that, if you prompt the agent to be very risk averse and just get it basically to trade as much as possible, but keep the float of your existing amount, then you should do quite well. But once again, this is a game of volume, guys. So this is not for everyone, but if you have, let's say, 5 figures or so, the more the better, you can set up your Kosher Capital AI trading agent to trade for you, and you can just sit there and earn those sweet points. Next up, we have Vader. Of course, staking is the easiest way to set and forget and earn points. Actually, Diamond Hand bonus is a lot more profitable than staking any project, be it Vader or any other token. Having said that, it is a lot easier to stake Vader and chill. I'll tell you why. Remember, Vader gets 5% of all Virgin Points every single day, more than any other project that you will stake. In addition to, you can soon yap your way to more Vader, and that is coming soon, guys. And it's not actually been fully released just yet, in which case the market share for Vader will obviously rise. Now, not only are you going to earn from staking Vader, you will earn on the inevitable rise of the Vader token price. Now, if you've been following my content, I've been calling Vader as a good purchase. It's a $6 million market cap. As of today, it's around $40 or $50 million. Okay, guys, take with that what you will, but I believe staking Vader is one of the easiest and most obvious ways to make money, not only on the Virgin Points, but also as a token investment on Vader itself. And finally,
what is it?
Yap.
Come again?
Yap. Guys, yapping is the best, along with a diamond hand bonus, way of earning Virgin Points. Guys, you can yap as many times as you want about virtuals or about the tokens launching on virtuals, guys, the Genesis agents, and you can submit that to the virtuals team to earn those sweet Virgin Points. As I said, the current system for yapping has been very kind even to small creators. No, you do not all need tens or hundreds of thousands of followers to earn good yapping points. As I said earlier in the video, it's also about your creativity and how innovative you have been with your yaps. Yapping can actually give you up to 100,000 points per yap, which is a huge number that would take you a long time of staking certain agents or trenchering to get that. Okay, guys? So, to clarify, my 4 key takeaways are: 1. Ape into Genesis launches and buy the dip post-launch to get double, triple, quadruple diamond hand bonus. 2. Set up your own automated trading AI agent using Kosher Capital to trade AI agent tokens in order to boost your volume automatically each day. 3. Stake your Vader for 5% of the daily Virgin Points split between all of the Vader stakers, and soon yap your way to more Vader. And finally, 4. Yap until your heart's content, guys. Yapping is one of the best ways to get those sweet Virgin Points. All right, guys, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for joining me for this virtual Genesis Launchpad overview. Look, guys, the virtual Genesis Launchpad is the most hyped thing in the trenches right now, which is giving us those sweet 30 to 50x gains. Now, do not sleep on this, okay? Do not sleep on this opportunity. This does not come around very often. So, if you like the video, please do share it with your friends, your family, your pets, because they will miss out if they do not follow the tips that I gave you today. Now, guys, if you enjoyed the video, once again, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification, like, comment. I would love to hear from you. On this channel, we're doing daily DeFi NAI agent content. And do not forget, we are actually hosting DeFi Con Istanbul during Istanbul Blockchain Week on June the 26th at the Hilton Hotel in Istanbul, Bomonti. Guys, it's going to be an amazing event. We absolutely crushed it in Dubai. We had over 3,000 registrations and some of the best speakers from the whole AI agent and DEFAI space, guys. Please do join us at Istanbul Blockchain Week. It would be amazing to see all of you DGens right there with us, bringing together the community for one amazing show. But thank you so much for joining me once again, guys. I'll see you again back here tomorrow.